Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video on Raid Shadow Legends. Today is the start of the Dungeon Divers event, which is still related to the Maulie Tankard fusion that's going on. I always forget you gotta scroll on the PC version. But if you get enough points doing artifact farming, you can get yourself the champion witness for the fusion. I had her already, so I'm not really going for dungeons per se. I have actually earned all these points from campaign farming. So it goes to show you that I currently have double XP still going on, which is why I'm doing campaign farming instead. But if you do enough campaign farming, you could possibly get this whole event done just through campaign. It does take a lot more energy to actually do it that way, but you do get the experience, which is nice. I have used a couple energy refills from gems just because I'm trying to get as much use out of my double XP as I can. But I am thinking I will go for this void shard. It is for 4 days. It's already halfway through the first day, but yeah, I can finish off my double XP, get somewhere around here, and then just finish it off with actual dungeons, or possibly get lucky enough to just finish it off through campaign. Hopefully you guys find this Dungeon Divers event as easy. You get a 5-star chicken, couple 2-star chickens, ancient shards, and a void shard at the end. So pretty good. Champion training event will be ending tomorrow, so make sure if you're trying to get a particular reward, you do so before the end of the day tomorrow. I was able to get my sacred shard right there, as you can see. And I guess just to look at the tournaments that are currently going on, the champion training tournament goes on for another 2 days after the event ends. And personally, as you'll see in a little bit, I used most of my brews for leveling up one particular champion after I obviously got as many rewards as I needed. So I've kind of stopped really paying attention to this tournament. I didn't want to use more double XP the 3 days or whatever. I didn't want to buy more of those just to fight with this guy for a legendary skill tome. So I'm letting him have it. If these two people kind of battle it out, maybe they'll get closer to where I am, and maybe I can battle them. Maybe I can just slow my roll down and try to get these 2 void shards, because I think this is a better reward than a single epic skill tome. I think most people would agree. So it kind of sucks that I'm most likely going to get a single epic skill tome for getting almost 20,000, especially by the time this is done, 20,000 points in this tournament. But that's just how it goes. I really was doing it for the reward, but then after that, I was really doing it just so I could continue on with the event, effectively. And of course, there's just the champion leveling up that you get. As you'll see here, I apparently didn't record volume, so that kind of sucks. So I'm just going to leave this up right here, and instead of splicing it in with a video editor, I'll just play it in while I'm recording. But you can see here that as of yesterday, when we got Ragemonger, I was able to fully level up the required champions to get the Maulie Tankard fusion, and I went ahead and fused her. Cost $1 million to do a single legendary fusion, but she's worth it in my opinion. We'll go over her skills real fast. Well, actually, we can just admire the way she looks. I think it's funny how her weapon kind of looks like a hot dog on a stick, on a fork. But her A1 does damage, or attacks one enemy, and damage increases if the target is under the HP burn debuff. Damage based on defense, places a provoke debuff on all enemies for 1 turn, and a 50% chance of placing a provoke debuff on a target for 2 turns. I did find out through other videos that It isn't actually the person that you targeted for 2 turns. It has a chance for everybody for 2 turns, which is nice. And then places reflect damage on her for 2 turns, which is nice when you're provoking everybody. The best part about this is that it is not an attack, and therefore it cannot be, the chances of placing the provoke isn't affected by weak hits. So even if she's attacking somebody that she's weak against, since this isn't technically an attack, she will always apply the provoke debuff. She just has to have enough accuracy for it to stick, but it will always apply, and weak hits won't come into effect. So that is an amazing part of this I didn't realize at first. And then she's got the revive with block damage and fills the turn meter to 50%, just for one ally, but it is a pretty quick cooldown. And then the turn meter refill for 15% when hit and 25% from a boss. So I got Maulie Tankard, and then if you see here, I'm really low on these, what is it? It's not beers. Brews, there we go. And that's because I used all the spirit brews that I had at the time to level her up. She is currently 6-star. I haven't really done anything with her yet. I do want to build her pretty good, but I don't have good artifacts yet for her. The last arena rewards that we got, I did get my first pair of divine speed boots, and that may just be 5-star speed boots, but that's the only ones I would use anyways. But it came with accuracy, resistance, and defense. Unfortunately, I got 2 buffs to resistance when she already has a lot to begin with. But I figured that this was a nice way to throw on some divine gear onto her. And I got a pretty lucky with speed here and more defense and more accuracy. So I'm pretty happy with that set. I just got to find something else to fit in here. I've seen some people say that frost gear would be good for her, especially with the provoke. So you provoke for a single turn, they attack you, and then you have the chance to freeze them for the next turn as well. Just really getting the crowd control really good with her. So I think that'll pretty much wrap it up for this video. I was able to complete the fusion. Hopefully, if you guys were going for it, you guys can complete it as well. Make sure you take into account the I can't see her anymore. Make sure you take into account the ascension potions that you need for the fusion. I used all of my, well, I had a lot more of these saved up because of clan boss and whatnot, but I used all of these in my ascensions. So hopefully you guys don't have an issue with that. I did some leveling up, and I maxed out the reason why I have such a hit on my silver is because I maxed out my champion vault now that the artifact enhancement event is done and over with for now until they can fix it. So took a 10 mil hit on my silver, and I'll just start building up again starting now, I guess, for the next event whenever that happens. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Quick little event update and Maulie Tankard fusion. Thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.